it's Lori. Welcome back to Bazaar Studios. Today I'm working on a large commission piece. This one here is a level 2 canvas. It's a 24 by 24 inch. And right now I'm laying down my base. So I'm doing a Dutch pour. So I'm just flooding my canvas with white. And what I'm using here is Artist Loft Flow Acrylic. And I will have a recipe for my paints down in the description box if you're interested. So I'm concentrating now on just getting my base nice and even. It takes quite a while because it is a large canvas. It's 24 by 24 as I stated. So I'm just laying down my white. I'm making sure all my edges are covered nicely, and this will take some time. So I will go ahead and speed this part of the video up for you in places, just for the sake of editing the length of the video. Now I'm just smoothing out my paint with this tool, and I have had quite a few people ask me about this in the past. This tool is called a fondant smoother. You can actually find them on Amazon if you'd like to look for it there. Now that I have all my base paint laid down, I do have some air bubbles, so I'm using a torch just to lightly go over it and pop the bubbles. So the whole painting from start to finish took about an hour. That doesn't include, mixing up the paints and getting everything prepared and things like that. But I really enjoyed making this painting. It turned out beautifully, and it's a commission piece like I stated. And the colors that the client wanted were silver gray with just a touch of black. And I thought, oh, that's an interesting combination of colors, because I'm so used to playing with so many different colors that I found it to be a little bit of a challenge, but I very much enjoyed it. And I learned something from it, and it helped me grow as an artist, and I really appreciated having this opportunity to create this for someone, and I'm so glad that they ended up loving it as much as I did. I really enjoyed creating it. Well, the first color I laid down was a custom gray. The second color I used was Oxide Black by Amsterdam, and now I'm laying down a custom metallic silver. And I created my own custom paints for this painting. I wasn't finding the colors that I was looking for, so I created my own. And I feel like it has a much more personal feel to it. I really like the way they turned out. So after adding some more white around my colors, I'm using my torch lightly again just to remove more air bubbles. And now I'm at the point where I take a hairdryer and I start blowing out the paint and creating my composition. In a moment, I'm going to add more paint up in this corner. I felt like I needed to add some more for the look I was going for. I felt there was just too much white and it wasn't going with the composition I had in my mind, so I'm adding a little bit more paint in this area here. And yet still, my composition is not quite how I want it, so I'm adding some more paint up to this corner. So now I'm at the point where I'm taking a straw and I'm blowing out the edges. I'm softening the edges and the whole composition as a whole to get it to more of what I'm looking for. Now this part of the composition did take quite a while. I enjoyed it very much. However, I did edit it down just for the sake of the length of the video. I'm almost finished, and I'm cleaning off the bottom of the edges with a stir stick that I have just to keep the paint from pulling any more paint down from the top of the canvas, because you want to clean up all the drips and the paint on the underside of the canvas. But as you will see in just a moment, I decided to add a little bit more paint in one more area just to make this just right. last final air bubbles over in this corner, and I will take you in for a close-up. I will include a still photo of the dried piece at the end of the video.